Look what we have here. Some American style Wagyu beef from HEB. This bad boy is coming in at 6 pounds, just a little bit under, at $4.99 a pound for a total price of $29.84. So it's very affordable. It looks like it's got a tremendous amount of marbling, but this, of course, it's still in the package. Once we pull it out, we'll look at it even closer. I know in the back here it's got a logo of a sticker, but I guess I won't know until I take this package off. It does look like it's still got the membrane on. We'll pull it off after we take off the package. What we're gonna do is we're gonna season it with some kosher salt. I don't want to use anything to mask the flavors of this Wagyu beef. I want the flavor to come through. For the heat, we're gonna use pecan wood and cherry. Pecan and cherry are my choices because cherry is sweet, pecan is nice mellow flavor. It's not gonna overpower it like mesquite or hickory wood. We're gonna do this nice and slow, around 250, 275, maybe a little higher, I don't know. But it's gonna take a little bit to get to the temp that we're gonna want. I'm gonna probably take these to about 160. I don't know, we'll see where it goes after that. At 100, I know at 193, that's what a brisket would be. So it'll be really, really tender, fall off the bone. But do I really want fall off the bone beef ribs? I do want a little bite to it. So I might take them to 160, 170. I'm not too sure. We'll do it. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, I'm excited about this. I can't wait to get these unwrapped and then start prepping them up. Okay, here are the beef ribs out of the package. Yeah, they got a nice amount of marbling. If you look closely at it. Yeah, I'm probably gonna trim them up maybe a little bit, not too much. Actually, right here, I thought this was fat. This is actually the bone. So these are more like finger ribs, I guess, what we call it. So I guess I won't trim back too much. I'll just leave this little fat here. Maybe cut off this right here, this piece right here, a little bit right here. But yeah, it doesn't look like it's gonna need too much trimming. The flies already smell it, right? They're excited about this. Let's see, this tag is back here. Let's see if we can get this tag off. Huh, got another piece. That's just another logo of that cow. I'm gonna see if I can look it up. Maybe Google search that, see who's selling this beef to HEB, and maybe I can get a better price online, right? I doubt it, right? HEB is a mass producer. So yeah, like I said, we're gonna peel this membrane. I'll get everything else ready, season them up, and then throw them on the pit. All right, got the ribs cleaned up. I did trim all the most of the fat from the back. I did have a little piece of membrane here. I'll get that trimmed up here in a little bit. But yeah, I got most of that fat off because really what's gonna do is it'll stay chewy. It's not really gonna crisp up. On the front side here, trimmed off that little piece that I said right around here. Oh no, I'm sorry, right around here. And then that's it. Because really, there's not too much to take off since these are like finger ribs. So what I'm gonna do now is season them, and then we're gonna throw them on the pit. All right, here we are. It's all seasoned up. Got a nice little layer of salt here. Not gonna over season it too much because it's not that big of a slab of beef. I am gonna season the backside. Yeah, why backside, right? Because it's a fat. Well, I don't know, just to give it a little extra flavor, right? What's that flavor they say, umami or something like that? Not too sure if it's the right word I'm using, but hey, I'll Google it. We'll fix this in post-production, right? But yeah, salt does something with flavors. It enhances flavors, and that's all we want, to enhance the flavor of the beef. We're not trying to mask it. We're not trying to change it. We're just trying to enhance it, make it a little bit better. Okay, got the backside all seasoned up. Time to throw these on the grill. Okay, got them on the grill. Here's one last look before we get them up to temp. Like I said, we're gonna cook these around 225 to 275, maybe 300. Try to keep it under 300, right? And then we're just gonna take it up to about 160. We'll see what they feel like at 160. They still feel like maybe they're tough or not. We'll go a little higher. I'm afraid to take it to 190. I just don't wanna, what do you call it, have them falling apart like a pulled pork or like a barbacoa. So I want to still have some bite because these are ribs. I don't want fall off the bone ribs. Fall off the bone can be for pork, right? So yeah, we'll just keep checking it here and there, and we'll just see how it feels. All right, we'll check back here in a little bit. Okay, we took these up to 160 degrees. I don't know if you can see there on the thermometer. Yeah, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do them kind of like I do a brisket, 160 degrees, and then I'm gonna wrap them up and foil and take them up to about 193. Because I thought, yeah, I kind of do want them to be soft and tender, so that fat has to render. So right now what we're gonna do, we're gonna wrap them up in the foil, the Texas Crutch. I'm not gonna use peach paper. I know a lot of people use peach paper, but that's not my deal. I don't like peach paper. I tried it once, tried it twice. It didn't work out for me. Maybe it'll work out for you, right? So like I said, We hit 160, time to wrap it. We're gonna take it up to 193. All right, check back here in a little bit. There we go, we got the ribs all wrapped up in foil, looking nice and neat. The foil I use is that thicker one. I don't know if y'all have a preference, but I like to use the thicker stuff so it doesn't tear. So I did one single layer over the ribs. I know y'all like, what the heck are those in the pit? What did he introduce? These are pork loins. I gotta make lunch for work, right? I gotta always have something else. So yeah, these are just pork loins seasoned up with some Elk Creek barbecue rub. It's pretty good. I like the way it tastes. It's got a nice sweet taste with a little bit of spice in it. We're gonna take those up to probably about 160 because I want a well done pork loin. I don't really want to do the 145 degrees. But yeah, we'll see how that goes. These are right now sitting at 138. I don't know if you can really tell because the way I got the phone. So they got a little ways to go, but they ain't gonna take too much longer. I'll probably wrap these up in foil here in a little bit just to kind of keep them from getting dried out. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, we'll check back here in a little bit. Right now we're sitting at 162 degrees in the foil. So it did climb a couple more degrees while I was wrapping it. But we're gonna take that up to 193 degrees, as you can see. And the reason for that is because I want it to kind of like be soft. So when you take that first bite, it's gonna fall apart in your mouth. The pork tenderloins, I'm gonna take those up to about 160. So I'll probably be taking them off here to the grill here in a little bit. But those are for work, so those it's okay if I mess them up. It's for my lunch. It's an experiment. So yeah, we got a long way to go. Well, actually not that long. We got 30 degrees more to go inside that foil. Temperature is gonna be about the same. We ain't changing nothing. The wood is the same. Everything's going the same. So we're just gonna keep on going forward. Nah, just kidding. This thing does an analog temperature gauge. But yeah, we're showing about 150 degrees here on the pork loins. Remember, the minimum cutoff temp for pork loin is 145 degrees. So it's time to pull these bad boys off the grill. Forgot to mention, hey, make sure you check both sides. You can kind of see it there. Come on, focus. It ain't gonna focus. But it's about 155, 158, more or less. So yeah, make sure you check both sides. They've already hit temp. Time to pull them off the grill and let them have their little rest period. Here we are, we're already inside. We're gonna let it rest for about maybe 15 to 30 minutes. Because really it's not as big as a brisket. It's only 6 pounds. So yeah, it doesn't need to rest too long. So we're gonna give it about 15 to 30 minutes. 15, 20. We'll see how it goes. Okay, here the bad boy is finally out of the foil. Every time you do a brisket, you do what? The jiggle test, right? So let's look at these ribs. That is jiggle right there. Yeah, you might think it's a bone rocking or whatnot. No, that is jiggle. I'm as giddy as a schoolgirl right now. I cannot wait to get these in my mouth. Come on. All right, I'm gonna get these chopped up and served on a plate. Here we go. Time to cut into these bad boys. I'm excited. I'm thinking it's gonna just cut like butter, but man, I don't want to cut my finger right there. I'm hitting the bone. Oh man, look at that. That looks clear because that's the fat. Wagyu has a tremendous amount of marbling. So yeah, this is gonna be delicious. And look at this. Nice, real nice smoke ring pronounced on the outside. That's the result of the pecan and the cherry wood. And let's see the juiciness. Oh man, that's the money shot right there. If there was any award-winning ribs, these be it right here. Nah, I'm just kidding. I'm humble like that. I'm humble. I ain't gonna be saying I got the best ribs. But check this out. These are some delicious looking ribs right here. Can't wait to put these on my plate. Oh yeah, you can't forget about the pork loin. Here's the pork loin. It hit a temp about 155, so with the carryover, it probably got to the 160. But remember, as long as we pass that 145 temp, we're all in the clear. See, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just cut it, because really this is for lunch tomorrow, for my dinner tomorrow. This is my meal prep, I guess to say. So let's see how this bad boy looks. Oh man, it's gonna be tough to cut it and record at one time. So give me 1 sec. Okay, look at this pork. Oh man, it's got a real nice, pretty smoke ring. Yeah, I know it looks like that's blood right there. That's actually the seasoning that on a knife it dragged into the meat. But yeah, it looks pretty and it's juicy, just the way pork should be. So I'm excited for my lunch tomorrow. I cannot wait to devour this. In fact, I'll probably eat a little piece. Just don't tell nobody right now. Yeah, look at this. It just tears apart easy. And it's juicy. But see, the thing with the pork is I don't want to cut it all up into pieces because it's going to sit in my container till tomorrow. So it's going to dry out. So what I'm going to do is leave it in nice little chunks like this and cut it when I get to work. Here's a meal plated up, ready to eat. I do tell you one thing though, these ribs are gonna be messy. Right here, that little bird you got back there, that's cauliflower mash. Yeah, we're doing low carb meal today. But yeah, this is a caveman meal right here, if there ever is one. So yeah, I'm excited to eat this. I always record what I'm eating, so yeah, you're gonna see me get messy. Here we are, couldn't finish. I ate 3 ribs and my side of cauliflower, couldn't finish it. So I'm gonna take some pork loin to work tomorrow and some beef, some Wagyu beef ribs. So if somebody's gonna be hungry, they're gonna get lucky. But too bad, this video is I usually post these videos a week behind, so this video, you already be eating these ribs. Oh man, that was one hell of a meal. All right. I'm humble as can be, I guess. Those ribs, they were delicious. Were they the best, world's best ribs? I don't think so, hey, but they were good for me, right? All I used was salt to season them. That's all I used. Some pecan wood, some cherry wood. The smoke was nice, soft. It was sweet, had a little bit of sweetness in it. But see, with beef, the cherry, you're not really gonna see it taste it as much. How you gonna see smoke, right? You're not gonna taste it as much. So yeah, it was delicious, man. If you have a chance to get your hand on some of these HEB Wagyu ribs, I would recommend you get them. They are delicious, and the way I cooked them, I liked the way they came out. They came out perfect. There was a nice little bite at the end, and it wasn't too hard to yank off, and you weren't fighting the rib. But what would I do next time? What I probably would do next time would be what do you call it? Oh man, I'm just thinking about the ribs. Yeah. I would probably trim off that end where the bigger piece of the bone is at, I guess where it connects to the back, to the spine. Cut that piece off, trim it all off, and then just leave the clean, like I guess would like it would look like a baby back rib. That's the only thing I'd probably do different. But yeah, also y'all didn't see the footage, but after I finished recording the high speed that I always usually do, I picked that bone dry. Of course, you got to, it's Wagyu, you can't let none of that go to waste. So yeah, I finished that up. And yeah, all I gotta say about it is, man, you have to try the Wagyu ribs. It's gonna be an experience. What I said in one of my videos, that Wagyu is similar to like a brisket, the brisket point, where it's really fatty. And yes, it's almost exactly the same thing. So if you think about it, these ribs were similar to getting brisket on ribs. So it's weird. Yeah, you won't like, what's this guy saying? He doesn't even know what he's talking about. He's probably in food coma right now. So yeah, so all in all, try the Wagyu ribs. I'm pretty sure you'll enjoy them. Cook them however you want to cook them. I would recommend this style. Take them what I did was step by step. I took them to 160 degrees. At 160, I wrapped them up in foil, which is a Texas Crutch. I believe in the Texas Crutch because I've used it all my life. I tried that peach paper. Peach paper is a fad. So wrapped it in the foil, took it up to 193. The thermometer didn't read till 194, so I did jump a degree over. We're fine with a degree over, right? We're not gonna end, it's not the end of the world. So what I did, once it came to the temp, brought them inside, let them rest. I let them rest about 20 minutes. That's what I ended up letting them rest. 20 minutes, because they're not as big as a brisket. A brisket, yeah, a whole hour would be needed, but they were only 6 pounds. So 20 minutes will be enough. Once they rested, opened them up, caught that nice whiff of the pecan wood, cherry wood. Man, I was in heaven. Then I did the little jiggle test, and you know the jiggle test. You do that with brisket. If it gives that little jiggle, you know you cooked it just right. I tried to pull on the bone. Well, actually, I didn't try pulling on the bone. I should have tried pulling on the bone to see if it pulled clean, but it didn't. See, but that's good, because a bone, when you pull off, it's not gonna. All it is just to get it clean off the bone, but really, what is it? It's nothing. The meat is still gonna be just as soft. It might be overcooked, really. So, yeah. And then the pork loin. Oh man, pork loin. That was delicious. I wish I would have got a piece to eat with my meal here on the plate, but I didn't. So I couldn't fit it. So yeah, I was excited about this cook. I was looking forward to it. I got it done, and I'm glad. So this is Jacob saying, hit that subscribe button, like this video, share this video, comment in the section down below. Hey Jacob, we got this, we got that. Hey Jacob, use this recipe. Hey Jacob, what do you think about this? And then also, hey, stay tuned because there's a little surprise segment that I shot in this video, so you gotta stay tuned to watch that little segment. All right, this is Jacob signing out, saying peace. Check it out, we couldn't finish the meals. We tried, but could not finish. And the bad thing about these videos is that I post them a week behind. So you won't even know that I'm taking some delicious Wagyu ribs to work tomorrow or some delicious pork tenderloin either. So y'all are gonna get surprised when I take this into work. So I hope y'all enjoy this. Hopefully y'all enjoy this. I'm pretty sure you will, but hey, we'll see. Y'all might not like it. Who knows? Hey, criticism, right? As long as we keep on moving forward, getting better, improving. So yeah, but tomorrow I'll be taking this into work with me.